Technically, we end up calling today's correction a minor wave 4 in the overall structure. But given that it is driven by news, some people will call it the start of the next crash because they're expecting war. Now, every border skirmish does not end up becoming a war. In fact, we've had so many cross-border firings over the last 3-4 decades, and none of them have escalated into a war. In fact, we've had many terrorist attacks. We've had the Kargil, war, minor war we would call it, and when that even started, yes, the markets did go down for some time. But once the actual conflict was instated, which means our army was, firing back, the markets rallied to a new high. So you have to remember some of history to know how they react. So in the short term, there's always a knee-jerk reaction, but eventually things start, looking up. In 2019, we saw a repetition of the same 3-4 days of consolidation during the tension, and then the markets moved higher. So eventually the market is going to do what it wants to do. And like I said, do not extrapolate this into a war. That won't be the right approach. Look at the key support. We'd made a high of 23,800 or close to that. After the budget, we reached that same level again on March 25th before the tariffs. And now we are trying to pull back to that level. So that level has now become a support. So if we don't break 23,800, I would think that the overall trend is still intact and we are headed higher. So that's what my approach is going to be. And yeah, give it 2-3 days. That will sort of clear the air as far as the conflict and where it's going is headed. But my expectation is that it's going to be another of what we've seen before. That is, some tensions build. Of course, you have to put out strong remarks and say the right things because you want the opponent to back off from what they're doing. But that doesn't mean that it's going to be outright war.